Hi, I'm Chantel. Welcome to Chantel's Creations. Today we're going to talk about para evaluations. So whether you are a special education teacher or a general education teacher, if you are directly supervising para educators to assist with students who have individual education plans, you may be around the time of year that you need to be evaluating them. Oftentimes we get so busy and this is a crazy time of year and this just becomes an activity to cross off our to-do list. Instead, what if we looked at it from a different way and made it a meaningful experience for both ourselves and our paras? I truly believe that all educators that walk through a school door are there because they want to do well and they want to make a difference. Oftentimes we don't know our expectations, and so then we come into struggles when there's a breakdown in communication and understanding of expectations. So para evaluation time is a great time to open the communication and make sure that we're all on the same page, meeting students' needs the best way possible. Every district is going to approach para evaluations differently and have a different timeline of when they're due. Many are due around this time. November 1st is when the districts that I work with are due. And everyone has their own format and style, but what I would recommend that you do is instead of just the special education teachers sitting alone by themselves late at night or on their weekend, filling them out for each of the paras that they supervise, to number one, collaborate with your gen ed teachers. And oftentimes we are so busy and we're just passing and we don't have time to actually have that meaningful conversation. So you can do something like take whatever format your district uses and create a Google form is commonly used, and send that out to the gen ed teachers that are working with those paras in a variety of settings throughout the day and get a big global picture of how that para is performing. I also recommend having your para self-evaluate. Give them the evaluation tool, have them rank themselves. This does two things. First, it allows them to understand the expectations that are on the evaluation. You can't meet an expectation you don't know exists. Part two is it really helps them self-reflect, and often we are our own worst critic. And so more than likely, they're gonna mark themselves down further, which then gives you an insight of how they're feeling about how they're doing their job. After you have all the data collected, the para has self-evaluated, and any gen ed teacher or environment that they work in has weighed in on how they're performing in that environment. Then you look at it and you evaluate, and oftentimes whatever the para mark themselves down as, there's going to be areas that you can mark them up. Then when you sit down and you have a face-to-face collaborative conference, it can be a really meaningful relationship building conversation. There may also be times when you have to mark a para down in an area. A frequent one that I've run into is frequent absences or frequent tardies, and also cell phone usage. So in that case, this is the perfect time to have that conversation and document it, that you have reestablished what the expectation is and where they're at, and you've set a goal for how they can improve. Hopefully, once that expectation is made very clear, they will rise to the occasion and it will no longer be an issue. However, if it continues to be an issue, then contact who you need to within your district to get support for what action steps may need to be taken. Ultimately, try to make the goal of para evaluations be to have a meaningful connection with your para, build that relationship, set those expectations. Some things that you might want to hit on while talking to your paras is ways that they can fade adult support and help students become more independent, ways that they can make sure that they are using and documenting accommodations from the IEP or things like behavior plans, just kind of any special area you can kind of hit on that. Everyone's to-do list is incredibly long and every part of the year is insanely busy, but take the opportunity to make this a meaningful experience for both you and your paraprofessionals. When we all work together as a team, special ed, gen ed, teachers, paraprofessionals, everyone all together comes together, it's in the best interest of our students, and that's what we really want. If you found this tidbit useful, feel free to like and follow me on my Teachers Pay Teacher store, Facebook. YouTube, Instagram. I can link everything below. I try to do helpful videos and resources for teachers, parents, and people in general to either be the best teacher you can be or to just create a life you love and really work on self-care. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.